Yeah, but no. I mean, I masturbate multiple times a day. Like,
Who has time
every
for
day.
that? Hey guys, and welcome back to Raw and Unsolicited, coming to you live from Naked Brewing on Mill Street. It's me, Ryan.
And me, Andrew.
And we're going to talk about our favorite topic.
Mill Street where? Because we have listeners all over the world. That's not helpful.
Mill Street in Bristol, Pennsylvania.
USA.
Sorry, yeah, because of all the Dubai listeners and all that. But yeah, so today we're going to talk about, it should be everyone's favorite topic, but it's ours. And it's masturbation.
I love masturbation.
I think a lot of people do, but people don't talk about it.
Well, it is National Masturbation Month, May. Is it national or international?
I don't know.
Now I need to look it up.
Everybody should be jerking off regardless. Or masturbating or flicking or...
Flicking the bean.
Which just sounds... Why is it called that? Is the bean the clit?
Yes.
And that's what they focus on? They just keep rubbing that aggressively?
Yes.
And our clit is our head?
What?
The clit has grown into a head for us. That's why our head is so sensitive. Right?
You're losing me.
Like
anyway, it is national. It's not international. It's National Masturbation Month.
We'll come back to that clit head situation.
It is also National Mental Health Awareness Month. And I think that they go hand in hand, because for me, what helps with my mental health is definitely jerking off and busting a nut.
That fucking post-nut clarity. Here we go again. I don't know. I mean, it definitely helps mental health to masturbate.
Yeah, absolutely.
But do you think there's people that just don't masturbate?
When you climax, it literally releases all kinds of hormones and stuff. Like it's good for so many things. It's good for headaches. It's good for insomnia, restlessness. It's good for all kinds of mental health stuff. Like, it is fantastic.
See, none of that has ever worked for me. I don't get tired.
What about having sex? Like, after you have sex, like, can you fall asleep?
No. I'm like, let's go eat.
Well, I mean,
let's go get some ice cream.
It is different for each person, because it is releasing different hormones and stuff. Like, if you're getting that dopamine or that serotonin or something like that could energize you. So yeah, absolutely.
It definitely does. When did you start masturbating?
Well, I masturbated twice this morning.
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask when today did you start masturbating.
I was around 10 years old. Right around 10, maybe 11.
Really?
Yeah, right around that age.
I may have. I just don't remember. The earliest, of me, knowing that sensation felt good was, grinding on my couch, but I couldn't tell you what age I was.
So, elaborate. I think our listeners would love to hear about you grinding on your couch.
I remember, if things would move down and I was like, oh, this is neat. And, things would touch it. And I was like, oh, this is neat, too. So I would, put my knee on the couch. Or on the floor, sorry. And I would straddle the couch with my leg up on the couch, and I would just grind on the end of the cushion. And it felt so amazing. And I was just I don't know if I should be doing this. I always waited until someone was never home. But
did anyone ever walk in? Or
no? Could you imagine? I was like, oh, I'm just.
Did your dog look at you like, what the fuck is he doing?
We've always had dogs, but I don't remember if the dog was watching me or I was too involved in trying to get off or whatever I thought I was doing. I just think I was enjoying what was happening. But I don't remember coming. I never had nightly emissions, none of that stuff.
I remember vividly one wet dream. When I was a kid, I was 7, 8. I was young. I remember.
Maybe that's why I'm such a dirtbag now, because all mine was pent up from childhood, and you were just releasing yours since you were 10. But I've had wet dreams in my adulthood, but never in childhood, ever.
So
I've woken up and be like, oh my God, what happened?
And soaking wet.
Drenched.
I've woken up, I've had sex dreams or whatever, and I've woken up and I'm a little wet, I'm leaking. But
no, I full on busted a full load in my pants while I was sleeping.
In your adulthood?
In adulthood, within the last 3 to 5 years. Wow. Multiple times.
That's weird.
It's
not weird. That's.
I wake up and I'm just everything was wet. I'm and then I smell it. I'm like, oh, I can't. Did I come? What?
Were you worried that you pissed yourself?
Yes, like, because like you don't know, you just wake up and you feel wetness, and you're like, that's interesting.
Interesting.
And then I'm mad that I couldn't remember like why it happened or what I was thinking about or dreaming about.
Were you wasted?
No, I was not.
And you couldn't remember anything?
Mm-mm. I don't remember any dreams ever.
That's weird.
Or don't. But you were 10 years old.
Yeah, right around
what
10.
were you masturbating to?
It started with, well, it was always straight. Like it started with like straight porn. Like it was definitely, and it was porn-ish, but it wasn't like hardcore like porn. Like it was like boobs, and then I remember it went into like adult cartoons. So it was like
Scooby-Doo banging, like Daphne was banging.
No. Like comics. Like it was like a joke, but it was like an illustration to a joke. Like it wasn't moving. Like I don't think that they had. I guess they did. They had cartoon shows and stuff like that.
I was
like
Garfield jerking off in a litter box.
And then I remember like from the adult jokes section, it kind of went into like nipple slips, and it was like
in the newspaper.
None of this was ever in the newspaper. Where are you getting the newspaper from?
I imagine comics. I always go right to the newspaper.
Yes, and they were adult comics in the newspaper.
That's why I was shocked.
No.
But I was on the wrong page.
Oh my God. This was all on the internet.
Okay.
All of it was on the internet.
Like on dial-up?
Yeah, it was AOL. So it went into that. And then it was like dick slips. And I was like, interesting.
Those are wonderful.
And then like I remember vividly, like it was a lot of like soccer. Like people were playing soccer and like they would grab the shorts and like the dick would flop out or whatever.
Or they're sitting there waiting to get into the game and their like balls are hanging out.
Mm-hmm. And then it went into like porn. Like I would actually start watching like actual porn, and it was so weird because like it was. I think it kind of started as like softcore porn, and then it went into more hardcore porn. But like, I think like I remember like the videos that I was watching. I'm like, it's not even being inserted in anything. Like I can't even see. Like, do you think that they're faking it? And like in my mind, like I'm thinking that they're like faking having sex, and like I'm like I don't know if I thought that it was like a movie, so like I just assumed that they were faking it.
So you overthink porn also.
I overthink everything.
Got it.
But I was like 10 years old. And then I recall jerking off to music videos.
Wasn't one of them Eminem?
Yes. There was Eminem. There was Nelly, Hot in Here. I liked
the
that
women
one.
Or him?
Him.
I don't remember the video.
And then I remember one time, I jerked off to my sister's Ja Rule CD. So you know how they have like the flip in the beginning?
Sure do. Interesting. So you've always been into dark men.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then, so there was like this, I mean, I've always been into all kinds of men because there was like it was like a magazine like story or something, and it was about Eminem, and Eminem was like fully naked and he was holding like a dynamite stick like in front of his penis. And I remember like printing that out and like jerking off to that.
I did the same thing, but it was like Justin Timberlake in Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
And someone had manipulated the photo and put like a dick covered with cum. Okay. And I probably still have that somewhere in my and I remember vividly always aggressively masturbating to that.
Yeah.
But when was he popular? He was like fresh.
I mean, early 2000s.
I don't know. He's still beautiful.
But you also have to remember that like it might have been the same time you and me, like you're older than me.
Yeah.
So we might have been like masturbating or thinking about the same things, but you were 6 years older than I was.
Yeah.
And then I remember like downloading porn like on my grandfather's computer. And then like my uncle was like, you would get like those pop-up like virus things or whatever, and then it would like download something, and my uncle's like, your girlfriend's on the computer or something.
Like a random chat pop-up virus?
Yeah. I'm like, fuck.
So he knew you were sitting there beating your dick.
Oh,
Did he
for
live with
sure.
you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've always been.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm such a dirtbag now, because I've never like really expressed it that much. Not at that age anyway.
Maybe.
But now I'm just like making up for lost time, I guess.
Is that why I'm not such a dirtball? Because
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
did it so much when I was
because
younger.
You like got so much out of your childhood.
Yeah, but no. I mean, I masturbate multiple times a day. Like
Who has time
every
for
day.
that?
I mean, it doesn't have to be long.
I mean, true. Where's the weirdest place you've masturbated?
I don't know.
I asked that and then I was like, where the hell did I masturbate? That was weird.
I mean, I've masturbated on planes, in bathrooms. I've masturbated in previous workplaces.
Right on the counter.
I've masturbated. I mean, a lot.
Anywhere you could.
I'm fucking disgusting.
I mean, everybody is. Just nobody talks about it. We're all disgusting.
Hotel rooms, like on the banisters, like
on the
outside,
in Jamaica.
On the windows. Yeah, it wasn't Jamaica; it was the Bahamas. I also just did it in Hawaii.
On the windows?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? These poor cleaners. They're like, this stain won't come up. What a monster.
Yeah. Like over ledges, like so it drops down onto the sidewalk underneath of me.
Or steps or people's faces.
Or people's faces. I mean, that was always the goal, but
just hoping somebody's walking behind them. Have you ever done it like in a weird like place where you really could get caught that you shouldn't do, where you can get in trouble?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. Anywhere. What do you mean all of that?
I mean, I guess the plane was scary. You've done it in like, have you done it like bar bathrooms and stuff where you like met a stranger? Or in like the
with
booths
somebody?
and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've done it in viewing booths and stuff.
I've done it. Yeah, I've done that too.
You went skiing.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh my God, in the bathroom at an old job. That is so funny. I forgot everything. And you remember everything, so thank you, memory. That was like one of my first experiences.
Do you want to tell our viewers what skiing means? Because it might not be self-explanatory.
If I explain it correctly, but to me, skiing is when you're jerking off 2 men at the same time, correct?
You're the one that was there. I wasn't there.
And you're just like holding their dicks like poles and like you're skiing down a hill, right? Is that what? Why is it called skiing? That's so dumb.
I don't know. I never knew that word until you told me. That was a you thing.
That's what I'm pretty sure. That's what it is. If somebody wants to look it up and tell me otherwise, I'll listen. What else? I feel like we had so much to say about masturbation, and we've already talked about it.
No, we have lots to say about masturbation.
Right, well,
so how often do you masturbate?
I really don't masturbate often at all.
No?
No.
And when you do masturbate, what do you masturbate to?
Videos that people have sent me online usually.
So it's like real people?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, they seem real.
They're all
who
real.
the fuck knows?
I mean, they're all real, but I mean, it's not like porn. It's
I love Cliff Jensen still to this day.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly.
She's so pretty.
But so is it porn or is it other people?
Not
that are
him. I
like...
just thought of him and I was like, masturbation. I would take him in any hole of my body. But no, yeah, usually just like videos from like people I've met on some sort of app of some sort.
So in order for you to masturbate, do you have to watch porn?
No, not at all.
You can just all in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I can literally just walk into a bathroom and
interesting.
I can sit in my car and be
oh yeah, I've done it in the car.
I don't know how my dick makes super Mario noises, but I can just go anywhere I want. People are gonna think that's how we're bleeping stuff out. Yeah, no. I enjoy it. I'd rather do it with someone.
Right. So do you do like if you have like a hookup or whatever, is like mutual masturbation a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it more other stuff?
I'm down with that. I'm open to anything. But I'm also not like searching for anything.
Right.
If they're like, hey, you want to jerk? I'm like, cool, let's do it. Why not?
Right.
But I don't want anything at the moment. What else? What did you just ask me before that? Oh. Have you ever been in like part of like a group jerk?
Like a circle jerk?
Or like Ookie Cookie, or like there's a bunch of other, like Bukkake. Isn't that all like group jerking?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you been part of any of that?
When I was like a kid, there were like a couple of us, like there were a few of us, but it wasn't like it wasn't necessarily like doing it together. We just happened to be in the same room and
That's how
also
mine
doing
was.
it.
We were all in the same room for a birthday of one of the people in the group, and we all were behind a pillow. There was porn on the TV in the basement, and we all just went to town on ourselves. But it's weird. Why?
And then there was like nothing out. Like you didn't touch each other. There was like
we were all like in chairs on different parts of the couch, like in the basement, like just literally completely separate. Like we couldn't even touch each other.
Okay.
And there was pillows. I guess maybe just me blocking myself. But
did anyone finish?
I don't know. I wasn't like worried about anybody else.
Did you finish?
I don't remember.
On the pillow?
No, the pillow was just blocking me. I mean, here you go. Here's a pillow back. No, I don't remember. I don't remember if I came or not.
Okay.
But to look like thinking back now, that's so weird that we were so young and just be like, la, la, la. And then like even as a kid, there was like weird times me and my friends would like make forts in the room. And we would play this game called like What's in My Hand. And we would like just put random like objects in our hand.
Uh-huh.
And then it eventually progressed to like one of us putting our dick in each other's hand.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's where that ended too. Like that, nothing ever came of that. I don't know. It's just kids are weird.
Yeah.
I'm still weird.
But it's like experimenting. Like it's like figuring yourself out and figuring things out. And there's nothing
back
wrong
then,
with
I
that.
wish I would have known what I was doing because I would have done more of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wish people were there to explain to me, oh, Ryan, you're doing this because of X, Y, and Z. You're growing. You're finding yourself. And I probably would have like held his dick and then put it into my mouth. Maybe not, because he's not very handsome right now, so I'd be sad.
Got it.
How about you? What was your circle jerk story?
I told you it. It wasn't really, we were all in a room.
I like mine. Would you be part of a bukkake?
Yes, absolutely.
Would you be the one receiving the loads, or?
So, I feel like that is something that it's like, it's fantasy for me. Like, I feel like I don't think that I would actually enjoy it. Like, in theory, I'm like, oh, that would be hot.
Like you're laying there with a boner, but as soon as they start coming, you're like, stop.
Right. Well, I mean, in the moment, I wouldn't be like, stop. Like, I would let it happen. But then that would be like post-nut clarity for me. I'd be like, this is, no.
Well,
nope.
You didn't come yet, so you wouldn't have post-nut clarity.
They're not. They're not clarity.
You get up and like walk to the bathroom in shame, just covered it.
Yeah.
I have wanted for years that to be like a birthday party of mine.
So why don't you do it?
Because I jokingly say that, but I don't know that I want that.
So is it like kind of the same thing that I'm saying? Like it's more of like a fantasy, like it's not reality?
Potentially, I don't know.
I mean, knowing you, like I think that you would thoroughly enjoy that though.
And I think I'm more likely to try it of the two of us.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'd definitely be more likely to be one of the ones that is like jerking off on the other guy's face, like for sure. But
there's often people like on the apps are like into group stuff, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just don't trust it. Like, why are you all in this random hotel room? You're all probably doing all kinds of weird drugs. Like, no offense if that's what you want, but I don't want to be in a room drugged up with people just potentially doing anything to anybody. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not for me. I don't know. If it was like a controlled environment where I knew everybody was like just maybe drinking and they're about to like, I walk in, they're all just like going to town on it. And I'm like, I'm here. Maybe. I don't know. It's probably never going to happen.
And you just get on your knees and open up.
Do I have to open my mouth?
Yes.
Why? I thought it was just they covered you and I had to eat it.
I mean, it's up to you, I guess. I mean, either or.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I mean, I'm sure that's probably great for your skin.
It is. That's why I have great skin.
Okay.
Except for this pimple and this pimple. Have you ever done like an Ookie Cookie type thing? Or know anyone that has ever done it?
No, but have I come on something and you've eaten it before? I feel like I have.
We've tried a lot of weird things. Remember the cumsicles?
No, I don't actually.
When you lived in Williamstown or Port or wherever that area was?
What did I do?
You like froze your com, remember? And I was on vacation in Vegas and I came back and you're like here. I was like, I didn't know what to do with it. You know?
Oh, I do remember that.
What the fuck am I going to do with that?
I do remember that.
What am I just going to put a stick in it and suck on it? That was, I was so skeeved out.
Did I tell you that I did that with my ex-boyfriend?
Did he eat it like an ice cube?
Yeah.
I would probably
rub
it on my face.
And then like warmed it up and like put it all over him.
See, I would rub it on my face.
It was like a whole week's worth. Like it wasn't just like it was a lot.
I don't know. Maybe
I would just add to it and freeze it. Add to it.
So it was like layered.
Yeah.
It's probably so pretty. It's the most beautiful rock.
I probably have a picture or a video or something somewhere.
We'll post it on Instagram for you guys. Legit, we will.
No, we won't.
Your dick's not in it, right?
I don't.
Just layers of nuts.
I don't know what it is. We'll see what it looks like before we agree to anything.
They're dying to see that. But no, I've always like wondered if like you know how like the 13th floor is the haunted house, like everybody talks about it, but it's like not a real thing.
Yeah.
That's what I feel Okie Cookie is. I don't think people are really out there doing that.
I mean, I've seen lots of videos of it, so like people are doing it.
I don't know, but like, is it a bunch of like bros hanging out like, yo, let's see who can come first?
I think, oh, you're saying like in reality.
Yeah.
Like
porn, got it.
Right.
It turns people on. People understand what's happening because it's been talked about so widely.
Right.
I don't think there's like groups of frat boys or just a bunch of random twinks jerking off on a cookie.
I don't know.
I would lose on purpose.
Well, right.
I'd be like, oh, I just can't come for some reason. Oh, I guess I'll eat it.
Right.
I don't know. It just is going to be like a glazed cookie.
But then you have like 7 people that like really want to eat it, and like now we're 3 hours in, and people
everybody's slowly jerking off.
I'm just like, I'm done. I finished already. I'm leaving.
You're already sleeping, or you left the room. I don't know. I'd rather be a cinnamon bun, so it was like glazed. Like I don't ever, unless it was like an animal cracker, like a glazed animal cookie.
I've definitely come on food before. Wait.
Where are you going? I got nervous.
So I've definitely done it before for other people to eat, but I literally did it not too long ago for myself to eat. I just remembered that.
Ew.
I definitely have a video of it. I have to find it.
We're going to share that. No, I'm kidding. We're not doing that. You came on an item and ate it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was like pizza or like a breadstick, or it was something like that. Yeah.
Once I nut, I'm done. So like it has to be like in my mouth as I'm coming. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or I have to come last. If I'm in that group of cookie, I'm not eating that cookie unless I come last.
Unless you didn't come. Right, right.
I can't, like, don't even look at me after I come.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I don't, like, if I'm, like, super fucking worked up, I'm super fucking horny, like, even then it's a little bit, but like I'll swallow or like lick it or something. But like once I'm like, if I came, like, nope, not happening.
And if
Definitely
I'm worked up,
not happening.
I will say anything just to get the other person there. And then when they come, I'm like, or like if I come first while I'm doing it and they're like, yeah, I'm like, I don't mean any of that anymore.
That is post-nut clarity.
I meant nothing that I said.
That is literally post-nut clarity.
Well, then I've had that, I guess.
You're like, oh yeah, I want it. And then you come and then you're like, I don't fucking want it.
I just say the foulest things to them to get them there. But if I come while I'm saying these things, you might not even finish. Because I have to go. That's so funny. I've had that then.
All right, let's go here. What is the most that you've jerked off in one day?
Like, I probably couldn't even count. Like maybe 8 to 10 times.
Okay.
But
like right after each other, or like
there was like a little bit of a break here and there.
Okay.
But like it was usually back to back to back.
Okay.
But like it's not a normal thing for me.
So why is that different then?
What do you mean?
Like, because you're like, once I come, I'm done. Like, then you got work back up again.
Like I can if I come and I stay and like maybe you keep playing with my nipples, or I can recharge.
Okay.
But it might take me a minute, or you might not get anywhere. But that was like I was also under the influence.
Okay.
When I was doing this back to back thing.
Okay.
Normally, no, it's not for me at all. I don't like to do it. Then you're all raw and it hurts, and no. Have you done sexual things for boys lately?
Not really.
I feel like a lot of them into nut pain lately.
Nut pain?
Like pulling on their nuts.
Like smacking their balls?
No, like pulling on. Like the one wants me to like almost pull them off his body.
Uh-huh.
Does that feel good?
No, I mean me. No, my testicles. Why did I say testicles?
I mean, that's what they are. You're
Are
very proper.
very sensitive, like very sensitive. Like if we're having sex and like you accidentally tap it,
Or if
like
you suck on it too hard.
right, I'm done. I'm like, nope, that hurts. No, I'm good. Stop.
Yeah, but
no.
I don't know. It's weird to like really just yank on them and then watch that thing just get rock hard. I'm like, that feels good. I don't get it.
I've done that with somebody
I
before.
don't get it.
And I remember I did it with someone and they're like, oh, that's new.
You pulled on them and
Yeah.
you never had. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was also like while I was fucking them.
Oh, that is new. That could be
So
fun.
I was like, and they're like, oh, that's new. Like,
All right, I'm gonna try that next time. I'm getting fucked. I'm like, can you pull on my balls? Because you have better access to it though.
right. Because it's like
it's right there.
Right.
Or you can pull on them. No, you can't because that's a weird angle. You're from behind.
I mean, obviously I'm from behind. Where else would I be?
Well, like from behind, but they're on their back is a lot easier.
Oh no, they weren't on their back.
Hey, you did it from like doggy style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was either doggy style or like on the side. Like it was one or the other.
Would you masturbate for money?
Yes.
Like on camera?
Yeah. Who wants to pay me? Listeners.
We need some subscribers that want to pay for Andrew to masturbate. No, but I was like,
I've also. Oh, go ahead.
I was in a dark spot at one point where I was. Why am I saying a dark spot? That's what I wanted to do at the time. I was like jerking off on things and selling it online
Really?
all the time.
I've tried it, but no one's bought it.
People will pay for anything. Like some people are.
Well, I can't find anybody to buy it. So again, listeners, if anyone wants to buy it,
Yes,
let me
loads
know.
of loads.
I will have plenty for you. I don't care what you want them on.
He wasted 2 this morning. You guys could have had. So
And one last night.
Jesus Christ.
So this month. So in
Is this why you're
celebration,
jerking off so much?
in celebration of masturbation.
That's why. Celebration year for you.
I mean, I've probably at this point at least 60 or 70 times this month already.
What's today's date?
Well, this is airing on the 30th.
Ideally.
No, it is.
Okay. How many days is that though?
I mean, there was the one day that it was like 6 times.
Don't you have a job?
Well, I was off that day.
And you just stay home and jerk off all day?
I wasn't home.
Huh?
I was in a hotel room.
You were just jerking off in a hotel room?
Well, I mean, it was throughout the day.
Were you on vacation?
Yes.
Oh. Was it north? Was it northern?
Yes.
Well, I was doing it this month, actually. But by yourself? Don't you enjoy it more with someone? Like, even if it's just masturbation?
I mean, sure, but
Like, while they're licking on your balls or something, or like chewing on your taint,
yeah, I like that too.
fingering you,
Yeah,
all the above.
sure.
I don't know. I'd rather do that. I'd rather hold all this load and then find someone and but again, I'm not out there doing that either, really. I don't know.
I've masturbated on someone's dick and then used my cum
To jerk them off?
Uh-huh.
That's always fun. Cum is a good lube, too.
And I've jerked someone off and then taken their cum and put it on my dick and then fucked it into them.
Oh, okay. That's very porn-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever, like, spit it back on someone?
Spit it back on them? No. So it's actually happened a lot more than I want it to happen because I don't really love it. But like in the moment, it's kind of like, no, I come in their mouth and then they kiss me and put it back into my mouth.
I'm all the way good on that.
But like, it's so like, it's hot. Like it's hot. But like, it's also like I get caught off guard, and like that's one of those moments where it was like I just came, so I don't really want that. But
your
like,
mouth is like barely open,
like,
and they're like forcing their tongue into your mouth.
Well, the one time that it happened not too long ago, it was like I didn't expect it. Like I literally just thought that we were kissing. Like I thought that he swallowed, and then I was like, oh, okay,
No,
Gulp.
no, do not. Ew, gulp. Gulp. Ew. Don't surprise me with that. That's not.
Have you ever jerked off into your own mouth?
I've tried, but as soon as I come, I turn my face away.
Really?
I can't do it. I can't.
Oh, it's hot. I've done it. I've done it quite a bit, actually.
So you're just like flipped over?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
When I was younger, I used to be able to suck my own dick.
Really? I would never leave the house. I would never
like it wasn't like I wasn't like deep throating myself. Like it was just like the head.
Yeah,
but
I mean, half of them aren't deep throating it when you watch videos and stuff.
A lot of people can deep
Are
throat
they?
it, yeah.
You ever see guys that can like fuck themselves?
It's weird to me, like because like you're not fully hard,
but the top part is and it's in, and they're like,
yeah, I know. I don't know. That's weird. I mean, it's hot. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I watch it. Like, it's hot, but
what kind of porn do you masturbate to now?
So
I feel like it's on your ever-changing mood, and we have touched on this, I think.
Yeah. So it changes all the time. It's like, and like, I can't watch the same thing over and over again. So like, I have to switch it up. Like, it's like, what haven't I watched in a while? But I've watched some dirty shit. Like, some dirty shit.
See, I can. If a guy sends me like a video that I really enjoy, I will keep rewinding it to where they have that perfect like groan, or they're like, I'm going to come, and like, I can watch that same thing over and over and over, and then I'm done.
No. Like, even the same type of porn I can't watch over and over again.
What did you masturbate to this morning? And was both of them the same style, or did you switch it that quickly?
No, they were different.
That's so funny. It's weird.
So the one that was like right before I came here, it was it was right before I showered. That one was it was like verbal, like slave-esque, like they were making someone their slave,
like degrading them and stuff.
Yeah, like humiliating. Like,
is this things you want boys to be into when they meet you?
So that's like the thing. Like, I think that like porn fantasy doesn't have to be reality. Like, and I think that some people get caught up in that. Like, I know, like, you even before, like, when we used to be together back in the day, like, you had said something like, well, you like that in porn. And it's like, just because I like it in porn doesn't mean that I like it in reality.
What was I trying to do things in reality?
No, I think it was more so like you were saying, like, I don't look like them. Like, that's not me. Like, you know what I mean?
Got it.
My ex used to get like super insecure because it was like, well, I don't look like that. Like, is that what you like? And I'm like, it doesn't matter.
It makes sense when you explain it the way you just did, though.
Right.
Had I known that years ago, maybe I wouldn't have been so bent out of shape. I don't know.
But I've watched like some nasty shit.
I mean, we all have. Is there any boundaries, like things you won't watch?
No.
What about for the ladies? Like, how do like a lot of women say that they'd rather just do it themselves than be with a guy?
I think that it's definitely gotten better. In the last,
men with their dicks have gotten better with it.
Well, like, I think that men have started to understand the woman's body a little bit differently and have, you know, moved to that. But because there's been so much, like, I don't want to say publicity, but like there's been so much talk about it in the past 10 years where it's like guys don't know how to find the G-spot, guys don't know what the clit is, guys don't know how to do this, like blah, 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 blah. And I think that that's kind of like made guys like research it a little bit more. And
shaming?
Like, yeah.
Years and years of straight shaming.
Maybe.
With your trash dick.
But no, like I had a conversation with a couple of girls the other day actually about masturbation and kind of like what they do and how they do it and stuff like that. And they were saying how, like, you know, sometimes it can start with like fantasy or like thinking about certain things, but then they usually move towards watching porn as well. So they're also watching porn or using toys or something like that. I want to know
what kind of porn women watch. Like, I want to know what gay guys watch, straight guys watch. I'm so curious what everybody's out there watching.
So I saw this like Pornhub like statistic thing a while back at this point, and they said that like it was like 48%. Like I don't think it was more than half. I don't think it was half, but it was a very high percentage. I might be completely wrong with my number, so don't quote me on that 48%. But it was a fairly high percentage that they said were women who watch Pornhub. Like they're like, because I think that we think like, oh, it's all guys that watch it.
Yeah,
but
women
like,
are just as filthy as us.
Yeah, I know.
Not worse.
I know a woman who is bisexual, pansexual, whatever, like likes men and women, but most frequently likes and gets off on gay porn, watching two men have
I've
sex.
heard even like straight women tell me that.
Yeah.
I watch gay porn. I'm like, good for you. I used to watch straight porn back in the day. Remember, like it was like squirting videos, and
I fucking love watching women squirt.
that's so
I
weird to me.
fucking love it.
I was focused on the dick making it squirt, but like I mean, it was still happening as I was watching it.
No, I can watch a woman like masturbate and squirt. Like that is totally hot.
And you can come from that?
Yes, 100%.
Interesting.
And sometimes like I have to move towards that. Like it's like I've watched guys for too long. Like I need to move over to like watching women. Like, you know what I don't like though? I don't not like it, but I just don't enjoy it is lesbian porn. Like I don't really get off on lesbian porn.
But you've tried it, right?
I have.
So here you
absolutely.
I think everybody should be more open to like just watching all kinds of shit.
But like that's
I
the same
guarantee
thing.
some straight men would love to watch two guys fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. But like that's something that you like you're like, oh yeah, like girls watch gay porn, guys watch lesbian porn. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Like
Yeah.
you like watching the opposite sex, so why is I don't know.
I don't know. For me, it just registers differently. Like a guy watching lesbians and a female watching gay guy. I don't know. It just registers. Maybe that's just the ignorance in me. It just registers odd.
Yeah.
I don't really care what you're doing in your own life. Just get off. Jerk off as much as possible. Or get off as much as possible.
I like trans porn. I like animals.
There's the
I
most
like
beautiful trans
all
man
kinds
on one
of
of the
stuff.
apps. And I'm just like dying for them to say hello to me.
Why don't you say hello?
I get nervous. I don't know. I don't really ever say hi to anybody on the app.
You just wait for people to say
Yeah.
hi to you.
I'm like, you can see what I look like, but you say hi. Because I don't need that. I'm really not searching for that. And then the ones that usually reach out, I'm like, no, thank you. Like, go away. So I don't know. Maybe I should just get off of them altogether. Save myself the headache. But then who's going to tell me I'm pretty?
Yourself.
I mean, I do. That's why I have such a big ego.
Then shut the fuck up.
No, I like to hear from strangers still. I'm like, do you have something to say to me? I would never.
No, you would. You absolutely would. Do not say you would never.
That's true. I'm pretty intolerable.
Yes.
All right.
100%.
So who do you think masturbates more, men or women? I bet you it's women. I bet you.
I feel like it's more like frowned upon for women. Like I feel like women are more private about it. But I don't know. It's probably pretty close to half. It's probably 50-50. Like I feel like
if I was a girl, I'd be playing with my clit everywhere.
everybody should masturbate.
Because you can do it more discreetly.
I also
we
know
have to
girls
pull
that have
this-
never masturbated.
We have to pull this rod out of our pants and like stroke it. They can literally just stick their hand down their pants and just fucking... Dude, I would do it everywhere if I was a girl. I would sit on things. I would do all kinds of weird stuff.
Have you ever masturbated like not with your dick? So like with your ass? Like
Yeah. Also as a child. Not a child. That sounded weird. Like I put weird things in my ass when I was younger. I would put condoms on them now. Isn't that weird? I would go out and buy condoms.
no.
And I would put this condom on whatever utensil or whatever the fuck I was putting in my ass. And I would just sit on it. But I would still jerk off.
Okay.
But yeah, how do you masturbate with your ass? Like, you just keep hitting that G spot till you come?
I mean, it's still masturbation at the end of the
See,
day.
I don't look
like,
at it like that.
if you're fingering yourself or if you're shoving something in your hole, like that is
My own fingers to me
masturbation.
are stupid. Don't waste my time.
Okay.
I want something that is not attached to me that goes in me, because then it's not me doing the work. Does that make sense?
Isn't it you doing the work when you're jerking yourself off?
Yeah, but that's different. If it's in my ass, I want it to be something or someone else.
Okay.
So, like, one time, I'm not going to say at what part of my life, I had a plunger and I put a condom on it.
Uh-huh.
And I wrapped my feet around the base of the plunger to hold it in position. And I, like, rode it until I came.
Okay.
And see, that's what I mean. Like, it wasn't me. Like, I was doing the work riding it, but I wasn't, like, me, like, sticking it in. Like, if I'm moving my own body to do it, I don't enjoy it.
Right. I've put a plunger in my butt before.
I'm sure every boy has. And, like, a spoon that their mom left in the kitchen.
I've never used a spoon.
I'm just saying, like, have you ever done a fruit or a vegetable? I think people joke about that, but I've never done it myself.
No.
Have you ever done a fruit or a vegetable?
Yes.
That you fucked?
You were there. You were there. So yes.
You're talking about for the grapefruit?
So there was the grapefruit. There was definitely like a watermelon or some sort of melon at some point.
Cantaloupe? Maybe it's a cantaloupe.
A pumpkin. Was it a pumpkin? I think I did a pumpkin.
With me?
I think so.
I don't know. We were both weird individuals.
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember when we saw Tiffany Haddish, like just as we were splitting, we're like, let's just begrudgingly go together to see Tiffany Haddish. And she taught the fruit roll-up trick. I was like, man, I wish we were getting along because I would buy a box of fruit roll-ups.
You did buy a fucking box of fruit roll-ups.
I did.
You did.
Why didn't we do it? I think it's because you hated me. But
yes, exactly.
That's so funny. My eyes are watering because you said that. I did buy it. You could have just thrown me one more bone and like let me try the. Have you tried it yet?
No.
Try it with your new guy and let me know.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna go buy.
What happened to the fruit roll-ups?
You probably ate them or threw them out in like anger, or I threw them at you with the sneakers. Who knows? But yeah, we did. I remember the grapefruit because Tiffany Haddish taught us that too, didn't she?
No.
Yeah, that was like that black lady on the internet that just went aggressively.
Yeah, like it was definitely one of my friends like sent me like a video about it, and it was just like haha funny whatever, and I showed it to you and I was like, let's try it, and we tried it.
And you hated it because your balls were sticky, your taint was sticky. Didn't you hate it?
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. And then like 2 years later, it was on that movie Girls Trip with Tiffany Haddish.
That's why it's sticking in my mind. Right, her. Got it.
Right, but that was after the fact.
I fucking love her. I love her. Do you remember the other one that we did?
One other one.
Is this considered masturbation now? Remember
I mean, that was yeah.
Remember when I came out of the kitchen with like a jar of Nutella?
Yeah,
and you sticked it in the jar of Nutella. And then like I tried I looked like a fucking dog trying to get peanut butter off of a bone because I was like. Do you remember that? And
I do.
And you were like, maybe we should have done something else because it looked like just shit all over your dick.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then we had our friends over and made sandwiches.
Did we?
No, I'm kidding. Could you? What kind of monster enjoyed my dick sandwich? No, but yeah, that was pretty rough. Just imagine when you eat a peanut butter sandwich and it's too dry.
Yeah.
That was me with 27 tablespoons of Nutella on your dick.
Oh my God.
I still suggest people try it. Have fun. Just do weird things. Enjoy it. Whipped cream was never my thing. I never understood that.
Like it's just easy.
I never did the chocolate thing until we did Nutella.
No, I've done it. All right. Have you ever been caught masturbating?
I don't believe I have. I've caught people masturbating.
Oh, you have?
You multiple times. Like you, I've always caught jerking off in the house.
You caught or you like secretly watched and recorded?
Both. Well, it isn't my fault I would come in from work or out of the shower and you're always just beating your fuck. Every time I would be like out of the room, you were jerking off.
That is not that true.
I swear on my soul.
That is not
Every
that
time
true.
I left the room, you're like, now's my chance. And you would just fucking beat your dick. You were always masturbating.
It was something like when I was like home alone and like you weren't there or no one was there or like you were away like on work or something like that. Like, I don't know. There was just something like thrilling about it. Like
I have videos like where I would just like check on the dogs on the Furbo and just put video you like just beat. You were literally always beating your dick.
So what?
I'm not judging. I'm just saying you're just. There's not an issue to it. I'm just
and there's definitely like a
avid stroker.
There's a reality to it. Like they joke about it. Like you see it like on TV and movies and stuff where it's like, oh, like the wife's away. Let me get it out. But it's like, true.
Usually when the wife's away, you're doing like other people, which like, thank you for never doing that. But that's what I take that saying as.
Not at all.
I don't know. But literally, I just like laughing about it just every time. I would literally come out of this like just it was just whatever. Enjoy your life.
Have you masturbated with toys?
Yeah, like on myself, in myself, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. But like I said, again, the toy, like I can't be controlling it. So if there was ever something,
what if it's like a fleshlight or something? You're controlling that,
but I can't really come from it. If someone else is doing it, yes.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure we've done that, like for each other. But I don't even. But remember, it was always like. It always made like this stupid noise.
Yeah, and I didn't like it at first.
Exactly.
I like it.
But then you have to like flour the flesh or cornstarch the flesh so it felt real. It just was not.
You can like warm it up and
yeah. Remember, I would like soak it in a sink in hot water and like It's too much. Just to masturbate, that's too much. Let's just spit on it and go to town and like get it over with.
Yeah.
When it has too much prep, I don't want to do that. My bottoming is rough because there's often prep involved.
Yeah.
And not the medication, like prepping your asshole to receive dick.
I mean, I know that like you've caught me for sure, but like I feel like people have definitely walked in before, but like they didn't know, like they didn't like catch me, but like it was like, oh fuck, like
if you called someone now, would you be like, "Oh, good for you"? Like, would you say nothing? Would you like sicko and shut the door?
it depends on who it was.
You want help? Like, I would be like, "Hey,
It depends on who it is.
did you come yet?" Just walk over and jerk off on them.
Well, if you're walking in on like a family member, you're probably not saying that.
I would hope I would never walk anytime ever. There's even friends I wouldn't want to walk. Maybe my friend's husband.
But I'm saying, like, it depends on the person. Like, I'm not just automatically going to be like, hey, you want help? Like,
have you ever caught someone jerking off in public? Like, even strangers?
I think I've assumed, but like, never like really, like, never like really saw it.
I'm pretty sure I sent you pictures. Remember when I worked at Walt Whitman? That like long hallway where the bathrooms were? I went into the bathroom and like I heard all this noise and there was literally jizz all over the wall. Remember I sent you pictures? And I was like, should I lick it up? Like, I was like such a dirtbag. But I was like, oh my God, I just came in here after this guy. This is hot. Or no, he was next. I forget.
I don't remember.
Did I go in after him? I don't remember. But I was like, oh, this is nice. I just like knowing people are trash.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just me.
Yo. So when I was coming home from Samoa, and I was stuck in the airport. I wasn't stuck in the airport, but I had like an 8-hour overnight airport in Seattle. I went and jerked off in the bathroom like 3 different times. Also, I couldn't sleep, like, because like I just couldn't.
Tried to sleep I was in the airport.
Yeah,
that stresses me out.
Everyone was sleeping in the airport. There were so many people just like sleeping in the airport.
Speaking of my airport and flying, do you remember that really hot guy on the next to us on the way home from? Remember New Zealand? That really hot beefy guy.
No.
And he was like sleeping, and I kept trying to touch his junk while I was sleeping. You don't remember that?
Not at all. Not even remotely.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I kept trying to jerk off a stranger on the plane, but he kept pushing my hand away.
Did he?
Yeah. You were there. I'm pretty sure we talked about it.
Why would I let you jerk off a stranger? Like,
no, not. I mean, I just kept trying to touch it. I'm pretty sure you gave me permission. I would not have done it otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Because on the way there, we were busy doing other things.
Yes.
It was the way there, right?
I don't remember, to be completely honest.
Kyle, let us know.
He doesn't remember. He didn't even know.
Kyle, are you listening? Just kidding. What else? I just really think everybody should masturbate. Everybody should talk about it. Like, I try to make, even my groups of friends, I'm like, I like almost force them to talk about it. Because, like, why is it such a taboo thing to talk about?
Yeah.
We're all doing it. Some of my girlfriends will talk about it all the time. And I'm like, I like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've walked in on like, not walked in, but like friends have left things out. I'm like, good for you, girl. Like, why not? Who cares?
Yeah.
People should not be ashamed if they're trying to make themselves happy. It is a form of self-love. And like you said, it ties right into your mental health.
Yep. Self-love is the most important. And masturbating goes right in there.
Sure does.
I think that's very important for everyone to masturbate.
We gave no advice this episode.
Yeah, my advice is masturbate.
I mean, I agree. So that is the advice. We're just going to tell people jerk off, flick the bean.
I had a friend's mom tell us that her dad always masturbated in the shower. And she was like,
it's my least favorite place to masturbate.
Well, we'll get into that in a second. And she's like, the drain is like a weeble wobble. Like,
the drain is a weeble wobble?
Yeah, because it's just stuck with cum. Like, it's just got and like hair. And I don't fucking know. I don't remember why, like any of it made sense.
It's clogging the drain. I would like to meet him.
But yeah. So you don't like jerking off in the shower? Have you ever?
No, I actually have never.
You've never jerked off in the shower?
No, I don't like standing up when I'm jerking off. Unless I'm above someone.
I like standing up for sure.
Because you're more of like the manlier top, like silent, aggressive, so it's good for you. Like You almost like to degrade in a way.
I like standing on my tippy toes too.
Really?
I don't know. There's something about it. Like when I stand on my tippy toes and jerk off.
You're like, I have 1 more inch of power.
Well,
Like what?
I don't know. It stretches out. I don't know. Fucking know.
Listen, if it feels good, who cares?
But no, I absolutely hate jerking off in the shower.
And there are people that use like lotion and like, I need like a dry dick unless it's sex and it's really wet.
So I used to be that way. And then like I have done it with lotion. Like, and if it's like a lot of lotion, it's like, it's actually.
No, it's too wet and squishy. And then it creates like that weird, like, you know, if you jerk off with lube or someone else has come, it gets that weird, like, residue.
That's why you have to have a lot of it. It can't just be like a little bit because then it's like weird.
And I was talking to somebody the other day about masturbation. Are you more of like a shaft action or head action?
So normally I'm like, more shaft than anything, but like full strokes. Okay. So it's kind of getting everything.
Like graze the head before you come back down.
But the other day, this was so weird to me. I think that I was like pre-cumming a lot. And then like my thumb was like touching the head and like
the triangular part of the head or the front, like the top.
I don't understand what you're asking.
Either way, your thumb will be on top. Never mind. Go ahead.
So it was like rubbing and it felt so fucking good. Like it was like making me like squirm. And I literally just like stopped and that's all I did was just with like my thumb.
You came from it?
And I came so hard. Like it shot above my head. Like I came so hard from that.
But how long were you jerking off? It's not just that. It made you come above your
No, it was quick. Like it was like the whole process was pretty quick. But it was nice. But then I've tried it since and it hasn't worked. So it works.
Just listen to your body. Yeah. Follow what feels good.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people need to do. Let's wrap this up. I'm tired of talking about masturbation. I mean, I could all day.
I could talk about masturbation
I
so
could
much
too,
longer.
but like I don't want to talk in circles.
Well, I think that everybody should masturbate. Men, women, everybody. Non-binary. Whatever you are, you should masturbate.
Just make yourself feel good. I don't care who you are.
Finger yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
Stroke yourself. Touch yourself.
Do it all. Clamp your nipples.
Right.
Punch yourself in the face. Choke yourself. Body. Whatever. Who cares?
Oh, have you ever done that?
What?
Have you
Punch
ever
myself in the face?
You should. Have you ever? Have you ever strangled yourself?
No.
Like tied something around your neck? Or...
Sure haven't.
No.
Mm-mm.
Me neither. But I want to.
So then do it. What are you waiting for?
I don't want to die.
You're gonna pass out before you die.
Right. Well, what if I pass out?
Then you're not dead. Then who cares? Then you didn't come. You wake up and you finish. Who cares? You're like, what was I doing? Anyway, happy Masturbation Awareness Month, or what is it?
National Masturbation Month.
Okay, so here our advice to you is come as many times as you can,
and
with or without someone.
And I think that when you listen to this episode today, you should masturbate, and I think that you should take a video, and I think you should send it to me because I think that would be nice.
You can just send it to rawandunsolicited@gmail.com.
Just send it to me directly.
No,
I don't want to share.
I want to see some dicks too. Ladies, don't be sending me them clams.
I'll take anything.
No.
Take it off.
All right, send that one just to Andrew directly. But yeah. Anything else?
No. Try weird things with masturbating too. Like, don't just stick to the same old. Different positions, different toys, different people, different...
I mean, if you're single, let's not get crazy.
What do you mean?
Different people? If you're single or polyamorous or...
Oh, you're saying like if you're in a relationship,
don't cheat on your husband or wife.
Yeah, no, I'm not...
Not jerking you off correctly. Make that clear.
I'm not saying that. But, you know, maybe talk to your significant other and also do it.
Or just...
But after you communicate, because communication is key.
Wake your boyfriend or husband up with a blowjob or a hand job.
That's not masturbation.
Or you're masturbating them. Surprise people.
With your mouth.
Yeah. Just get each other off. Have fun.
Okay.
And I will see you next Tuesday.
See ya. And guys, don't forget about our big gay event.
June 29th from 6 to 10.
At Broken Goblet on State Road in Philadelphia, PA.
It's Ben Salem.
in Salem, PA.
where we launch our beer in collaboration with Broken Goblet.
Very exciting stuff.
We have Mike Estabrook doing live music.
We have vendors.
We have us doing a live Q&A episode. It might be Truth or Drink. We haven't fully decided yet. So get your questions ready and roast us.
But it's just going to be a lot of fun. Come one, come all. Bring all of your friends, all of your family.
There's a bunch of bathrooms that we can jerk each other off in.
Please masturbate.
We'll do it in the parking lot in each other's cars. But anyway, we'll see you guys soon.
See ya.